It all started in just a few seconds, the kind of moment that looks ordinary but changes everything forever. She smiled at him like he meant something real. But behind that smile was a plan he never saw coming. And what he didn't know was, life was already preparing a lesson far bigger than either of them. Before we begin, if you believe in kindness, emotional stories, and life lessons that stay with you, don't forget to subscribe to Kindness Story Hub, hit the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support keeps these real-life inspired stories alive. Now, let's begin. His name was Ethan. A quiet, hard-working guy living in a small town in Ohio. He wasn't rich, wasn't loud, and didn't try to impress anyone. But he had something rare: he believed in people. Even when they didn't deserve it. He worked at a local repair shop, fixing cars from morning till evening. Life was simple, but not easy. Still, Ethan never complained. He always said, if you keep doing good, good will find its way back. That belief changed the day he met her. Her name was Madison. She walked into the shop one rainy afternoon. Her car had broken down just a few blocks away. Ethan noticed her immediately, not because she was loud or dramatic, but because she looked lost in a way he understood. He helped her fix the car without charging much. Just a smile and a simple, "It's okay," happens to everyone. But Madison didn't forget him. The next day, she came back. This time with coffee. Then again with a smile. Then again with stories. Ethan, who rarely opened up to anyone, slowly started opening up to her. It felt like connection. Or at least, he thought it was. Madison was charming. She knew exactly what to say, when to laugh, when to listen. Ethan felt seen for the first time in years. But what Ethan didn't know was that Madison was playing a different game. She had a habit of testing people, seeing how far she could go, how much attention she could get, how easily someone could fall for her charm. To her, Ethan was just another quiet guy who wouldn't say no. So she kept coming closer, while keeping him just far enough away. Ethan started changing his routine for her. Staying late. Helping her with small things. Even dreaming about a future he never spoke out loud. But Madison was never serious. She would disappear for days, then come back like nothing happened. Ethan always forgave her. Because that's what he did, he believed in people. Then one day, everything shifted. Ethan overheard a conversation at the cafe where Madison was sitting with her friends. They were laughing. And then he heard his name. "She's just using him for attention," one of them said. And Madison laughed. "Ethan. He's nice, but too easy. He believes everything." Those words hit Ethan harder than any storm ever could. He didn't confront her. He didn't argue. He just walked away quietly. That night, he didn't sleep. For the first time, kindness felt like a mistake. The next morning, Madison came to the shop like nothing had happened. But something in Ethan had changed. He was still polite. Still kind. But distant. No more long conversations. No more waiting after work. Just silence wrapped in respect. Madison noticed it immediately. At first, she didn't care. She thought he would come back around like always. But days turned into weeks. Ethan stopped replying quickly. Stopped smiling the same way. And for the first time, Madison felt ignored. That confused her. She was used to people chasing her, not walking away. So she tried harder. She laughed louder. Texted more. Even showed up unexpectedly. But Ethan stayed calm. And that calmness started breaking something inside her. Because Madison realized something she never expected: Ethan wasn't chasing her anymore. He was healing. One evening, Madison finally asked him, "Did I do something wrong?" Ethan looked at her for a long moment. No anger. No shouting. Just truth. "You didn't do anything wrong," he said quietly. "You just showed me who I shouldn't trust." That sentence stayed between them like heavy air. For the first time, Madison didn't have a response. Days passed. And life slowly started shifting. Ethan focused on his work. Customers respected him more. His small shop started growing. People trusted him because he treated everyone with honesty. And Madison? She started losing the attention she used to take for granted. People she once played games with started pulling away. Her charm didn't work the same anymore. She tried new connections, new distractions, but nothing felt real. Because life has a strange way of reflecting what we give out. One rainy evening, months later, Madison's car broke down again. Same kind of moment. Same kind of silence. And guess who showed up? Ethan. He helped her without hesitation. No anger. No revenge. Just kindness. Madison couldn't understand it. "After everything, why are you helping me?" Ethan wiped his hands and said, "Because I don't want to become what hurt me." That broke something inside her completely. For the first time, Madison didn't feel like she was in control of the moment. She felt small. Not because Ethan made her feel that way, but because she finally saw herself clearly. She had played with someone's trust. And life had slowly mirrored that behavior back to her in ways she didn't expect: loss of genuine connections, emptiness in relationships, and the realization that attention is not the same as love. Before leaving, she stood quietly and said, "I'm sorry." Ethan nodded. No drama. No speeches. Just acceptance. "Learn from it," he said. "That's all life really asks from us." She drove away that night with something heavier than regret: awareness. Months turned into years. Ethan continued building his life quietly. He eventually expanded his shop, hired workers, and became known in his town not just for fixing cars, but for fixing moments with kindness. Madison also changed. Slowly. Painfully. But truly. She stopped playing games. She stopped chasing attention. She started learning what real connection meant: not the kind you manipulate, but the kind you earn. And sometimes, life brings unexpected peace when lessons are finally understood. Years later, they crossed paths again at a community event. No tension. No awkwardness. Just two people who had grown. Madison smiled gently. "You were right." Ethan replied, "No, life was." And in that moment, there was no past, no blame, only understanding. Because kindness doesn't always protect you from pain. But it protects you from becoming the pain. The story of Ethan and Madison is not just about love or betrayal. It's about what we give to others and what life eventually reflects back to us. Sometimes people play with hearts, not realizing life is always watching quietly. And when life plays its turn, it doesn't punish, it teaches. So if you ever feel like being kind in a world that isn't always kind back, remember this: kindness is never wasted. Even if it doesn't return immediately, it always builds something inside you that no betrayal can destroy. Because in the end, the real victory is not in getting even. It's in staying good, even when life tests you. And that is the quiet power of kindness. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe to Kindness Story Hub, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice might inspire the next story. Stay kind, because life always remembers.